Hey there, everybody. I'm CNY Central First Alert meteorologist Matt Stevens. Hope this very early part of the work week has been treating you well. Weather-wise, if you're a fan of the heat and the humidity, you're absolutely going to love my 7-day forecast. However, if you're like me and you're not maybe the fondest of the really hot and humid stuff, you may be yearning and seeking out the early morning hours, as that's probably going to be the most comfortable time frame over the next few days if you have any outdoor plans. I know I'm trying to sneak out for a bike ride later today, but that may be foiled by the heat and humidity. 82 degrees is our typical high this time of the year. Now, I'm suspecting that we end up a heck of a lot closer to our record high, which is 94 degrees. That was last achieved back in 1997. We're forecasting a high of 93, so we're within 1 degree of that record high. So saying near record heat is certainly an easily qualified statement today. 61 degrees is our typical low this time of the year. However, as recent memory has shown, and as this whole 7-day forecast shows pretty much, when you have dew points that are in the upper 60s and lower 70s, you simply cannot drop down your overnight lows generally below that. So we're going to end up with overnight lows likely upper 60s and low 70s for the next probably 4, 5, 6 nights. And it's going to be a little sticky and a little uncomfortable as a result of that. Our sunrise 5:39, our sunset 8:42. And yesterday for our Sunday, we picked up just a trace of rain at the Syracuse Hancock Airport. That means for the rainfall season, specifically what we call meteorological summer, that began June 1st. We have a surplus that has been reduced to about 2.89 inches. So that's a good thing. We're bringing down that surplus a little bit. It's not bad to have a little surplus, but we were way above average, as you likely know. Now, speaking of yesterday, for our Sunday, we hit a high in the low 90s. We hit 91 degrees at the Syracuse Hancock Airport on Sunday, and we're forecasting a high in the 90s for the entire work week. So it seems pretty obvious that we should end up with a central New York heat wave where you got to have at least 3 days in the 90s. All right, let's talk about the comfort scale. Remember, locally, and that is very important to point out, locally, this is the scale we use. Oppressive, 70-degree dew points. Our dew points are going to be on either side of 70 today, so humid to oppressive. Either way you slice it, it's going to feel very sticky when you're out and about today. Now, of course, you show this scale to someone from Florida, and they will simply laugh at you. Even as close as Rhode Island or just anybody closer to the coast who has a more humid atmosphere in general, they'll laugh at us for saying that 70 degrees for a dew point is considered oppressive. But remember, this is our local central New York standards. So Futurecast, going to pick this up at 8 o'clock, run it out through the middle of today. And note how we don't have much more than a very isolated shower or storm popping up. The vast majority of us will end up dry today. Heading through the overnight, partial clearing, patchy fog. Then through the day Tuesday, yet another day where the vast majority of us end up dry. There's technically the low chance of a very isolated afternoon shower or storm. But again, I think it bears reiterating, the vast majority of us end up dry. So it's a humid one this morning, 87 by 11 o'clock, topping out at 93 degrees, very isolated shower storm. Most of us end up dry. At 93 feels like the mid to upper 90s when you factor in the heat and humidity together. Heading through this evening, humid, 78 degrees by 11 o'clock, bottoming out overnight, right around 69 degrees with some patchy fog. Here's my 7-day, 92 humid degrees for our Tuesday. Again, most of us dry, technically the low chance of an isolated shower or storm. Isolated afternoon shower or storm Wednesday, humid at 92 degrees. Humid 90 degrees for Thursday. Couple hit or miss showers or storms popping up. Some spotty showers and storms Friday, especially in the afternoon with a cold front approaching. That gets us into scattered showers and thunderstorms Saturday, drying out by Sunday.